All right.
Hi everyone, welcome to Bros at Ringside. Yay! Yes. I don't have a Daniel Bryan shirt, but I do have like a Vader free hugs for everyone. So it's close enough to it's more like yes. Anyway, so tonight was
Oh shit! Look at that. We're both wearing Vader shirts.
are we?
Yeah.
Oh shit! We did not plan this. We did not plan this. It just happened. I think everybody almost has a Vader shirt, but anyway. Welcome. We are talking about the NXT Takeover today. Stand and Deliver, and for the first night, I would say this is like the first night of WrestleMania because I have to count Takeover because it always coincides with WrestleMania now.
Yeah.
So I would say this is the first day of WrestleMania. For WrestleMania week. Well, you can count Raw, that whack ass Raw. But anyway, it was
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
yeah. But this takeover for the first night,
Yo,
the
first night.
first
And
night.
there's some matches for night two. Night one was insane. I loved it. Like, yo, not for nothing, but yo, if WrestleMania is ass, bro, I'm gonna be so mad because NXT was amazing tonight.
Oh, let's start with the pre-show. So the pre-show was Zoe Starks versus Tony Storm. By the way, just want to say, I remember watching Tony Storm during NXT Evolution. Um, and she was amazing then. But to see her with Zoe Starks and just that match for a pre-show, that shit
Yeah,
like
I missed that match.
man, like for that to be the starter, that was fucking impressive. That was one of the best pre-shows I've seen.
Okay.
And I
Damn, I'm gonna
started.
have to catch that then.
Oh man, it was such like I see why they let them start it off because the just like it literally is like a movie. The way they built everybody, the way all the matches built up. Like
Yeah.
for that the first one with the Zoe Starks and Tony Storm, man.
Damn, I gotta check that out. That was one match that I missed.
Let me tell you, they had some spots, bro. Like that was like what? They had some spots there where I was just like, what are you do? Like, how? And this is what I expect from women wrestling. Now,
Yeah.
that for pre-show, I don't even think it needed to be the pre-show. They could have put that on WrestleMania, and I mean at the WrestleMania on Saturday, and it would have been fucking amazing.
Damn. All right. I see it.
Whew. Uh, you didn't catch that one, did you? You didn't catch that one before?
No, that was the only one I didn't catch. After
Okay.
after that, I saw the matches. So,
Okay. So
uh, the first match was Kushida versus um, what's his face?
be done. Be
Pete
done.
Dunne.
Let me
Oh
tell you.
man,
Oh,
the back and forth between them was phenomenal.
I wanted to cry.
I
Like
didn't know how. I didn't know how that match was gonna end. I didn't.
I wanted to cry because it's like I never seen technical wrestling like that since Daniel Bryan versus who was he going against? I can't remember who he was going against. Oh, Drew Gulak. I think it was Drew Gulak. And it was just
Okay.
like tit for tat, tit for tat. This
Yeah.
was intense because they're supposedly dubbed the best technical wrestlers,
Yeah.
right? And they both could own it. I hats to them. They both got that. Like
Yo.
Pete is I'm scared to wrestle Pete. I wouldn't be scared to wrestle Pete Dunne because the whole finger breaking thing. I'm like, nah, bro. I like my friend.
That man's a monster, bro. And I didn't see like any of his earlier stuff, but I have been following him since they since he debuted in the NXT, what was it, the UK tournament, bro.
Yeah,
That was great.
he's been a beast. He's always been a beast. It's a shame he's had the UK. He's been champion. He's been the NXT UK champion until Walter.
Yeah,
And then
Walter's been the champion for almost 2 years.
2 years and uh seven.
It's almost 2 years because he's at 700 right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
So
almost 2 years,
yeah, but
and he was close to losing it tonight. That was such a good match. Oh my god.
They
I
had
mean,
some,
there's really nothing that I can say. Like I'm in so much awe of the entire like show, bruh. Like people
it's
who are not watching NXT need to wake the fuck up.
yeah, it's hard to not. It's hard to critique NXT. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But the I would just want to go talk about the Pete Dunne and like I like this dude even from the last takeover. Like just him. Like that was I keep trying to pronounce his name wrong.
Kushida,
Kushida, was it how you pronounce it?
Kushida.
Kushida. There you go, Kushida. Kushida, he's on another level, and the same thing I feel with Pete Dunne. If they went to the main roster, they would ruin them.
That's what all the talent for the most part.
Yeah,
That's how it's
those
been.
those two by themselves, right? To me, they put on a championship match, and they had no belts.
Yeah.
I'm mad Pete won, because he's a heel. But at the same time, it's like how he won I was like, okay, I accept.
It was clean. It wasn't dirty. It was clean as fuck.
Nah, nigga, that's I'm sorry. When you like someone's hand and then he stomped on the hands.
That's his business.
Yeah, no, I know, but even like it's one of those like when he Kushida put him in the arm bar, like in the Kimura, right? When he put him in
Yeah.
the Kimura and he jumped on him, he locked him in, and he put him on the Kimura, and then Pete Dunne had his hand on the rope. He moved himself over to the side on his other arm and
And
locked
did
him.
a
I was
Kimura on
like,
the other one.
I never
Yo,
seen that.
that was great.
I never seen that. Somebody like, oh look, I got my hand on the rope. Bro, break the count. 1, 2. Nope. Oh shit. I was like, I never seen that. That was amazing to just see somebody utilize the count in a way where it's like, okay, I got 5 seconds. Okay, it's going to take me 2 to get over there and get your arm off of there and lock you in. Once he locked him in, it was like, yo, he got nowhere to go. Oh, that was so good. So good. Oh my god. All right. Oof. I could talk about Pete Dunne and Kushida all night fucking night.
Yo, man.
I can talk about him all night, but it's just so good. We got to talk about the Gauntlet Eliminator. That earns NXT North America Championship. Let me tell you something. When I say that NXT Takeover is like they start you off like it's like a movie, this was like so many spots. So many spots, man.
I mean, of course you're gonna have so many spots. What it was like 6, 7 people?
1, 2, 3. Yes. Yeah, 6. So many spots. Isaiah. Oh, that skinny black man. He is literally fucking Spider-Man. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Did you watch when it first started out? He was like, oh, he got beat up when he soon as came out, and then I forgot what the other guy do. Isaiah and Leo Ruff. That those two starting it off. Leo Ruff is fucking Spider-Man. I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers.
they were all over the place. I was surprised at how he got eliminated, but it is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. He was North American Championship. I give him that. Like he's a champion before everybody else that was in that ring.
Yeah.
So. Oh wait, I think no, I think what's the name was in there. I think what's the name is Grimes was a North American champion. I think he was. I can't remember, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
But those two started off, Isaiah and Leo Ruff. I think that was great. I think it was just a great opening. And then you had so hot.
Bronson Reed, bro, big boy season.
So hot.
Big boy season.
I got to get a shirt now. That if he has a shirt that says Big Boy Season, I got to get it.
I don't even know what type of merch he got.
Yeah, he needs.
He
merch.
should, you know what I'm saying?
He should have big.
He'll definitely have a big boy season. Definitely.
It should be colossal. It should be a colossal shirt with just colossal on it, and it should have a shirt. He should have a shirt that says Big Boy Season on it. That's not black. I'm tired of WWE having on nothing but black shirts. That's just me in a merch department. Make something that's different than black. Give me like blue, red, yellow, green. Shit.
Well, it's also towards the person itself. Like all his gear has been black for the most
black and
part,
white.
black and white. So that's exactly how it'll be.
Yeah, I guess so. So
oh, he has a red shirt that says "Thick Boy." Thick with two C's.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So in the match we had Isaiah Scott or Swerve, Leo Ruff, Bronson Reed,
LA Knight,
Cameron Grimes, and
LA Knight,
Dexter Loomis, and the LA Knight. Yeah, Dexter Loomis creeps me out, but in a hot way.
Bro, he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
That dude's a whole serial killer, bro. I saw that and I'm just like, he's like sliding around the ring. I love that shit. That shit is great.
He's amazing. He comes in like a powerhouse, just like how he punches too. It looks like he's like punches. Like it seems like when he punches, he's almost like want to punch through somebody and rips their heart out. It's
because again, he has like that Dexter, serial killer vibes. You know what I'm saying? Moves around mad slow. Look at what he did to what's his dude a couple weeks ago when he sneaked from behind him.
Yeah, just he was like
chloroformed his ass and just stole him away.
Yo, I thought I was like, yo, what the fuck did they look? It was amazing.
They bugging for that.
Oh, that was great though. There was a spot that I saw. There was a couple of spots in this match that I thought was very good. It was between Leo Ruff and Isaiah Scott, where Isaiah has Leo getting ready to do a power bomb off the top rope, right? This motherfucker countered it and fucking Hurricane Rana his ass over, and he flipped. I was like, "What the fuck?" And it wasn't like it was such a good spot that you could tell. Like you could tell that how athletic they are. It was such a good spot. The fact that when he's going to just do it, it's like right there. It was like a split second, like a slip up would have fucked both of them up. But the fact that spot right there hit its mark, man. Oh, that was just a good spot. There's another good spot. Was it Isaiah super kicked Grimes, and Isaiah no, he super kicked Reed, Bronson Reed, and then he went behind and what did he do? No, Chris Grimes he flatlined him, and then Bronson just fell right on top of him. It was fucking crazy. It was like just a good mix up of moves are going on. But LA Knight, yo, that dude came in like a hurricane. He came in heavy.
Yeah, that his debut. I haven't seen him. I've just been seeing him like talk smack a lot. So
Yeah,
if
that's what
that
he's been
was his
doing.
if that was his debut, bro, I've never seen someone move like that like in a while. Like he was so explosive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really showed what he can do. Even if for that little bit a second, even for that little bit, he really came in really good, and it was good. Like I like the fact that Bronson Reed got the win,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be moving. He fights Johnny Gargano tomorrow.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. But I like how they kept him out the ring because I wasn't really, I really thought that Isaiah Swerve was gonna win because I was like, okay, he gonna win.
It really did seem like it.
Yeah, I was
It
like,
really
he
did
gonna.
seem like it, but they gave it to the big boy, you know what I'm saying? And I've been watching his matches here and there, and his matches have been pretty dope. Like I like him. He's a really good powerhouse.
Oh,
You
I
know,
remember that. I remember the one
throwing
spot where
people
he.
around, and shit. Those slaps are lethal.
Yeah, I remember what was it, the one what was it, it was a spot where it was Isaiah, Leo, and Bronson Reed, right? Leo was it was dodging Bronson, little man trying to get away and shit. And then he slid right underneath him, right? And then Bronson just sat down on him. He was like, oh, you could just see the pain. He was like, oh.
I thought you were gonna talk about that double German suplex.
Oh, I was gonna get. Go ahead. You talk about. Hey, man. Go ahead. You mentioned it. Go ahead, man.
That was such a. I mean, we've seen it before. You know what I mean? But
That looked like
for
it
it
hurt.
to, it was pretty crazy. The fact that Isaiah was trying to get the German, then he
Mhm.
switched off, and then Leon was trying to get the German, and then he switched off again, and then Bronson was like, you know what? Nah, both of y'all going over.
Bow. And it
And
looked like Leon took most of the hit. Most of the hit from that.
they all did, definitely.
Yeah, but I like LA Knight just the way he came in and just was just ruthless with it.
Yeah.
But not more ruthless than yeah, Lumix. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's gonna be a thing now. I think
Yeah.
they just set up that story.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
hope so. I hope that's a thing. That'd be great.
I want to see him do more of the. I want to see him do more of that shit. Because I'm sorry,
The mind games that he plays, I love it.
Dexter
That shit is
Loomis
great.
when he's doing that shit, where everybody's just talking, and he's just in the background walking by, or he's just standing perfectly still, and nobody like notices him.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that. Now the next match. The next match was
Walter
Walter
versus
Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
How you feel about that match?
That was a good match. That was a really solid match between the two.
Mm.
Especially when you know Tommaso tried targeting his arm after this dude had chopped the freaking desk almost in half. You noticed that?
Yeah, he was
That
like, "Wow!" It can't. It really was in half.
the sign and everything. The sign fell apart in half, and then the whole like cover thing was chopped
Yeah,
in half.
that was crazy. It was like,
So he
"Bow."
definitely hurt his hand. So Champa took the opportunity to attack that shit, and definitely was worth it. Like
Mm.
the match was it was pretty long. I thought it was gonna be a little shorter, but I guess it was because Ciampa's like so technical with it. Like he tries to like make sure that he can last as long as he can.
Also, it's a
And bro,
championship match. It is a championship.
yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be long. It's a championship match.
Well, I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, look at the last match. The last match was only about 10 minutes.
Hmm. The last match was like 10 minutes, and you had like 6 people. But
No, the
they
last match. I'm talking about the last match, as in
the last match of the night.
Io Shirai versus Raquel, whatever her name is, Martinez.
Hmm.
Raquel Gonzalez. There you go.
Yep. That
She that match was only 10 minutes. Just about. Maybe like 11, 12 minutes.
Well, you see, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. That was a good long match. It was a championship match. Um, that was actually a lot of championship match. Well, it was 3, and we got to talk about the tag team champion match because
Yeah, that was a great match.
that was long. That was long. I think that took up most of the time because that was a triple threat tag team match, and it was the MSK, who I love, the Grizzly Young Veterans, and I forget Lego de Fantasma. They were good.
Yeah, those are the dudes that run with that Escobar dude. That's the cruiserweight champion.
Mm-hmm. One of them can get it. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Like it was
Terrible.
good. That I know. It was so good that there was one spot that really like reminded me of Pete Dunne when they had his hand in the turnbuckle thing. What's his name from the MSK? The black dude from the MSK. Forget his name. What's his name from MSK? I can't remember his name. I'm so bad.
Hold on.
Shankly, Gates, and Carter. So basically, they like his hand. They like put his hand in the middle of the turnbuckle, like where the metal part is.
Mm-hmm.
And he kicked it. He fucking kicked it because he had an injured hand. I was like, oh, it looked gruesome. It looked like they were about to lose too, MSK. Like they looked like about to lose because they had him in submissions, and he stopped his hand from tapping out. He was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It was a good spot.
I love those kind of spots.
Mm.
They're always great. And then that finisher at the end.
It was sexy. They did the Legion of Doom, the young
tag team finishers always. I love them.
Mm-hmm. Like they did the Legion of Doom finish on the Phantasma group. They was like, did the whole clothesline thing. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo, I haven't seen it in a minute, but the fact that they did it, lots of spots in the tag team match. I think they all like are amazing, and it makes me sad. And I think we said this before in the last takeover. It is sad that the main roster does not have this type of tag team division.
They can, but they're focused too much on singles.
Like them bottom. So, and I know there's other tag teams, but them, even if they didn't break up, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong was a great tag team.
Okay.
And if they were still part of, if they still were together, I can see them in this match. But I understand, like, because these guys are the newer guys, right?
Yeah.
Because they all were, because they were all in the Dusty Reynolds tag team classic, right? That was
yeah.
So all those tag teams that was in there, man, they need to. They doing it up. They're making people watch tag team matches like the way they should. Mm-hmm. And it's a crying shame that the main roster does not have that. And I think I honestly think it comes down to TV time a little bit. I think it comes down to TV time.
Yeah, that's what I said. They focus primarily on, the whole singles aspect of everything. It's a lot of story, and not all the stories have that much substance. That's why I was trying to explain that, you know, the WrestleMania buildups they haven't been there. You know, like not as crazy as like the past few years. You know, you had like this
Mm,
really big buildup, and it doesn't matter like about like the circumstances or the fans. It's the storyline. You know, the storylines haven't been like 100% compelling to the point where I'm just like, oh yeah, like I can't wait for this match. Like again, there's not that many matches in WrestleMania that I'm excited for. So
I'll admit
it's
that I enjoyed seeing the fans there.
yeah, but NXT has been doing that for some time already.
Right. But I enjoyed it even more because you saw them in front and you saw them in the back. Like even more now because it's takeover.
Yeah,
So I was just like, yo, that's I was like, because I know a friend of mine is going down there to WrestleMania in Tampa. And because they had Super Bowl in Tampa and they had people there as well. I'm just
yeah,
not
22,000 people, and apparently for WrestleMania they're trying to fit 25,000.
wow. They really
It's all
trying to get
about
that
trying to beat that number.
They really trying to get that WrestleMania money, huh?
Well, it's not the money. It's more of the you know, the attendance records.
They don't need the records. They've beaten records. They
Yeah,
don't need.
but they want to beat the records for pretty much like you're losing seats and putting seats on the floor. You know what I mean? So WrestleMania is always a different spectacle. Like you can hold about maybe what 80,000 people in the stands, and you take away a quarter of that and add all those seats to the floor, and you end up with an additional maybe like 3-4 thousand seats. If you fill all those seats up, you get that, especially for Super Bowls, which are always packed out arenas. They're always sold out,
Yeah, but the
so
Super
you
Bowl
get to
this year
beat those
wasn't.
records.
Yeah, but Super Bowl this year wasn't even packed. It was like.
Yeah, but they had people there, and the most that they were able to have at attendance was 22,000 people, which I think they succeeded.
Okay, well, okay, yeah. So I mean, if WWE's trying to do 25, that's not too
So you
bad.
see what I'm saying? It was the Super Bowl was there in that same arena,
Mm-hmm.
in that same stadium, and you could do more fans versus what they had previously. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see that. I can see
it's a spectacle. It's a spectacle for the business. You know what I mean?
that. Yeah, yeah, I can see it. I mean, I'm excited to see fans and to hear cheers and whatnot, and fans talking and shit. Um,
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're still gonna get the same filtered in stuff. It's not gonna be a massive amount of people, but I'm ready, man.
I don't know. I didn't.
I want to see how they pull it off.
You know what the problem is? I realized that you don't need. I think the main roster, and I hate saying calling it that, but it's true. I think the main roster um, is lacking, and I don't like the audio sound of cheers. I don't like it.
It's not bad. It's depending on the event, and they
It's
don't do it right. They haven't funneled it right with NXT, and I think that's the whole, them just trying to make sure that they keep it, kind of like bare minimum for NXT.
yeah, but at
But
NXT you
if you
don't
look at
hear
like
it though.
the actual pay-per-views, you hear it.
Right, like the NXT, like in NXT during the live shows, there are people there in the crowd, but you don't hear because and they're banging on the goddamn thing, so you don't really get you don't like there's no audio sound. You hear people. When it comes to the main roster, you hear audio sound. You could tell what's an audio sound versus real people because ain't nobody there. And I think there's such a difference when you do it that way. Like, I mean, they got the Superdome and they got the camera and they got the, everybody watching it live stream, watching it there. I'm like, maybe you guys should start having, maybe they should, I don't know, you know, COVID, I know it's still COVID. We still got COVID and people are still getting vaccines and whatnot. But,
It's more about how it is in the arenas. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
if the arenas can't fully open, then it is what it is. Now you got Texas where they just fully open. They had 100% capacity Texas Rangers game, baseball game. 100% capacity.
Stupid. Stupid. Anyway,
Well, I mean, if they're ready to open, they're ready to open. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are ready to open. But
already open.
we're not here to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's for another show. But the last match, championship match. Uh,
bruh,
NXT champion Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. What did
bruh,
you?
bro, bro. I'm so upset that EO lost. I understand why,
Because she jumped
but
off the she
I'm
jumped off the
so upset she
stall.
lost. Yo, she jumped off that skull, bro, 20 feet high. Come on, bro. I'm mad they had all those angles. They knew that was gonna happen. They had you saw all them angles they had. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, word. I'm like,
Not once did they show those angles anywhere else. And
nope.
they had the angle at the top of the skull, all that shit. They knew what was gonna happen.
I like how they had the camera on Gonzalez, right? When she was like trying to get up. And then all you just saw was EO like jumping off. You're like, what the fuck? Where'd you go?
Yo,
Where'd you go
she did
from?
that, and she even did that in the NXT in your house.
Yeah, she
She did
did.
that shit too. That shit was hilarious.
You think they're gonna push her to the main roster now that she's not champion anymore?
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, we got Monday Night Raw coming up, so and we could possibly get, if we have what's her face, Rhea Ripley winning the championship. EO could come out in her face like, "What's up? You couldn't beat me, bro."
I would love to see EO versus Asuka. We haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah, that's a definite. Either way,
And either way, I don't care who wins.
yeah. Either way, I don't care who wins that match. I'm ready
I'm
if they
ready.
bring her up.
There's a
And
lot of
yo, actually, to talk about that for a second,
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
saw this little promo that Enzo put out talking about Florida and all this other shit. So I don't know. And he put it out today. He put out a promo, like he put out it, he cut this crazy ass promo, and he wasn't talking towards anyone. He was just talking about, being the best, and working on
Best,
his craft and all this shit.
best at what?
And
Talking shit.
yo, that promo was fire. And I mean, I don't know what to come of it. I highly doubt that he's signed with the company again. But yo, that promo that he cut, he's swole too, bro.
Yeah, he got swole as soon as he got fired. Like he did a music video, made money out of it, and then he started working out more and started wrestling again.
Yeah, he be working out in North Bergen.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
It's a boxing gym in North Bergen that he be working out in and shit. That's where he
Action
does his
Bronson.
podcast too.
Yeah, Action Bronson works out over here in Jersey as well. North, like in this, North area, Bergen area. Anyway,
Yeah, that match, yo, it was a lot of shit in like about 10 minutes worth of time. And man, I didn't see her losing, man. I didn't see her losing,
I didn't
and the
see her
fact that she
losing either.
did,
I didn't see
the
her
fact that
losing
she
either.
did, man, that shit killed me. But I mean, it's all good for the most part.
I didn't see her losing neither. I generally thought that when she hit that moonsault, I was like, okay, done deal. Then she kicked out. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
When she did her finishing move outside, I was like, oh, it's over.
Oh yeah, she just kept throwing. When she started throwing those power bombs left and right, I was like, all right, yeah, we're done. This is
Yeah,
over.
yeah. Because she do that. She went outside after she got moons. After she got the moonsault kicked out, she rolled outside, and then Io tried to rush her. She kicked her in the face, picked her up, did her finishing move outside, boom, right on the mat. And the way she did it outside looked like the way Io landed. I was like, oh.
Oh.
My whole back and spine just cringed. I was like, oh, oh,
Yeah.
the way she landed, I was like, oh, god damn, like,
Those power bombs are killer, man.
yeah, and just one handed. So
Yeah.
she, and if you doing a power bomb like that with one hand, you have a lot of power behind you, like, because you can literally go this and fully just like
It's all
max.
for yeah, it's all force. Yeah, one arm.
Oh,
That's insane, bro.
mm.
Granted, they're women, but still, she and to do it so fast the way she does it, man, is insane.
And she's come up. She has worked on her craft and come up. I give her all the credit. I
Yeah,
give I give her.
definitely.
Mm,
It's crazy to and it's funny because as soon as I saw her with the title at the end when she was celebrating,
mhm.
I was like, yo, it's crazy how she was literally like a henchman for freaking Dakota Kai for all
Yeah,
these months. You know what I'm saying? Someone that was in the background just being a bully and now she's the champion, you know what I'm saying? Something that Dakota hasn't even gotten a chance to have, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I got a feeling we're gonna be seeing.
There should be some type of a split up there, right?
I think it's gonna be something before our main roster or some shit like that.
I think no, I think right away we're gonna get like some type of a split up because there's gonna be some type of jealousy, and then we're gonna see a face Raquel.
Yeah, probably.
Raquel's gonna be face definitely. Unless she becomes the bully and starts talking shit to Dakota, and then Dakota becomes a face again.
Nah, Dakota ain't coming no
That
face.
that that could literally go either way, and I wouldn't have been mad at it.
Dakota's not coming to face. It's not happening. It really isn't. I think Dakota's gonna be healed even if and when she does go to main roster, if she does. She's not gonna she's gonna be healed. Um because she even said like her being face didn't do anything for her. It was like her and Bailey almost had the same outcoming a little bit. Her a little
Yeah,
bit more faster than Bailey though. But yeah. But
because the thing was people were looking for another Bailey.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That always happens when one person leaves. You're always looking for that next person. Like when the Rock left, everybody was looking for that next Rock, and Cena happens to be that next Rock. And a lot of people disagree with me. That's fucking bullshit. Cena is a fucking another Rock, hands down, hands fucking down. And
Mm,
the reason why I say that is because he's gotten all the talking down packed. Even though people started to boo him at one point, he kept it pushing, and it's either he gets a mixture of cheers and boos. The Rock is always going to be the Rock, so I'm not going to say that he is the Rock, but he's there in some sense. You know what I mean? He was
I,
able to fill that void,
I mean,
especially for me.
mm,
Like I was devastated when the Rock left the company for
I
Hollywood
can
fame and
see
shit.
that. I can see that, but I also have to look at somebody else that paved his own way and he was in his own lane a little bit. I would say CM Punk. You want to talk about somebody talk some shit and delivered.
Well, that's not the point I'm trying to get at.
Mm.
And even at that, he's not someone that came back to the company. He's not with the company. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So
he's not with any company. With any company.
and he became and again, he didn't have the same trajectory as I'm trying to explain. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because no one cared about CM Punk in the very beginning. ECW days and shit. No one really cared about him. It was when he started to do the fuck shit, and that's when everyone was like, "Oh, okay, I see where he's going now."
yeah. Mm.
You know,
I guess Cena would be the
because
guy.
look at The Rock. The Rock was the same way. The Rock was super shitty in the beginning, and then he became a dickhead, and then because he was a nobody, he was a nobody. He became nobody, and then he went to a dickhead. Then from a dickhead, he was neutral. Then he was a heel. Then he was a face, and he's been a neutral character ever since.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Same thing with Randy Orton. Those it's the trajectory, you know what I'm saying? But you need to have that one big person that's going to be able to take on the weight of the company. And The Rock was the person that had the company on his shoulders, and then when he left, again, Cena was the one who was able to fill that void.
So you
He
think Io
he came he
Shirai?
came in he came in as soon as The Rock was leaving.
Yeah. Do you think Raquel Gonzalez is going to be that new one? Because when Oscar left,
No, I'm more talking about, like, how you were saying, we were talking about Dakota Kai. You know what I'm saying? How she was thought of to be like another Bailey.
well, she really was. Like, if you really look at her early career, like in the early NXT, she was painted as the next Bailey.
Yeah,
Like, she really was, and I'm
and
happy.
it happened way faster for her because people were already looking to fill that void.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once they filled that void of her being there, at that point she kind of started to get stale, and that's when she went heel.
Yep. Like, so when she came back from injury, it was pretty much heel turn. But
Those storylines are a lot better, to be honest with you, rather
oh
than
yeah.
anything else on the main roster. I love NXT, bro. I'm gonna say that their story, their writing, their matches, everything is great.
Well,
WrestleMania,
you know who
please
writes
better
it
not
though,
fucking
right?
disappoint. What?
You know who writes it though, right?
Who?
Shawn Michaels is part of the writing process.
I thought he was just a producer.
Well, usually when you produce, you're part of the writing process too.
Maybe say so's, but not really like part of the writing process.
I I think so. Well, if not, if he's really high up on the producer, because I know him and Triple H are like have their feet and hands like sewed into NXT so much that you don't really see um anybody from the main roster really stepping in doing anything.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. Because it's like we don't have boring ass stories on main rosters like in NXT. It's almost in a way where NXT gets very personal in a way and competitive in a way where one person's talking shit and the other person's talking shit, but you know, like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are on the same level. You never have that thing where somebody's over somebody. You know what I mean? In a way, some people are, some people aren't. Like, it comes to Walter, it's a different story. It comes to Walter, different story. But you see that people can get at Walter for a certain amount of time.
And it's crazy because a lot of his matches have, like these longevities, like, oh, like there's it's crazy back and forth. Yeah, it's a lot of powerhouse shit, but it's enjoyable. Like, you really think Walter's about to lose this belt, and then he wins, and then you're just like, bruh, like, you don't even care if he's the heel at that point. You're just like, he still fucking won. What? Get
and
out of here with that shit,
and
dog.
it's how he wins that makes it more, believable. It's how he wins. Doesn't
Yeah.
cheat. He doesn't cheat at all. He may be a heel, but he doesn't cheat. What he does is just straight up him being powerful. And that's all you fucking need. Like, it's
Yeah.
almost in a way like Brock, because Brock don't need nobody else to cheat. He don't need to cheat to win. But Brock also, it's different with Walter and Brock. With Brock Lesnar, it almost feels like a guaranteed win if somebody's going against him, that he's gonna win it. Like, even with
That's in his
Drew,
contract, bro. Come on.
but yeah, but that's what I mean too. It's like I don't. It's so different when you have people that are actual wrestlers that are there all the time versus part timer. You know, it feels different. That's just all. It's that's all. Um, but yeah,
Anywho,
I'm just happy that the first night was good. It went off. It went off without a
what do
cinch.
you what do you what do you what do you rate night one?
Bro, This is a 10.
All right, we'll go. We won't give it like a grade score. We'll give it like
No,
out of 5.
I'm giving it a 10,
You giving it a 10? Really?
bro. There was little.
Really? I'm pretty
If,
sure night 2 can top night 1.
well, okay. So if we're just comparing night one, just comparing night one because night two didn't happen yet. We're just comparing night one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10. It's hard to see anything wrong with it a little bit, like in a way where everybody was on a level, like everybody was built up, everybody was on that superstar level. There was nobody that was over somebody, you know what I mean? And even the people that were supposedly over so much won, so or wasn't really like, oh shit, I didn't see that happening. So it's a 10 because there's things that you didn't know that was going to happen. You're like, oh shit, that happened. Like, okay,
All
I
right.
can accept it.
All
It's
right,
not
I'll
like
give that to you.
it's not like, oh shit, motherfucker lost and this and that. No, I can accept the win. It's like, okay, and it's
Okay.
how they win. It's
Yeah.
how they won.
I know. I get you. I get you.
I got to give it a 10.
I get you.
I got to give it a 10 just because the pre-show was so good and it hyped it up. It hyped up Takeover and it started Takeover in the best possible way. I got to give and all the other matches were just good. Like
All right.
if anybody has the time, rewatch. If anybody has a Peacock, rewatch this shit. Rewatch first night NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver.
Did you get it? Did you get Peacock?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes. Don't ask me that shit.
All right. Which one did you get? Did you get the commercials or did you get the premium plus?
I don't do premium plus. I do commercials. Unfortunately, I'm broke.
Oh, so you did the WrestleMania deal where you pay $10 for 4 months?
Yeah, why not?
All right, no doubt. I was already paying $9.99 for the WWE Network, so since they canceled that shit,
Ah.
I pay $9.99 for the premium plus.
So, what do you rate it?
I'm gonna give it an 8, sir.
8? Not even
Yeah,
9?
is gonna give it an
Why
8.
not a 9? Why not a 9?
Nah, 9 is too perfect.
Mm.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I give it a 10.
And the only reason why I'm gonna give it an 8 is because while there were some great spots and the matches were like just great all around. There was only two matches that I was literally like, wow, what a fucking match. It was only 2 matches.
That was.
And that was Walter versus Ciampa.
Okay.
And then also the women's championship match.
Mm. For
Yeah.
me,
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about something else. That's crazy. But yeah. Yeah, 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
standout. Okay, my standout matches.
You loved all of them, nigga. It was 10. You can't have a standout match if you rated the whole card at 10.
There's always one that stands out above all the rest. Some of them, but you know what?
At that point, you gotta lower your number to 9.
At this point, like there really isn't. Like they think they were all on the same level. So I'm staying with my 10.
You gonna stay with your 10? All right. What do you have a standout match?
I to me personally, they all could have went on. They all could have went on last. They all could have went on last.
Nah, definitely not.
But here's the thing about NXT. Here's the thing about NXT that I like so much. They will always have a championship match at the end. And
I mean that's pretty much, and they're not gonna have then the last match is definitely not going to be.
Well, they have always
match.
Yeah,
right. It's not gonna be a championship match.
I mean, they had 3 championship matches like tonight, and one behind the other.
And 3. I think they're having another 3.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like you keep the championship matches right after another. It keeps it hyped up.
You got three tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
You got the NXT championship, you got the women's tag championships, and you also got the cruiserweight, the unification.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
unification.
ladder match.
Bro, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
That's gonna be insane.
Jordan Devlin, bro. He's a beast.
It's gonna be insane. Anyway.
Well, that's it for night one.
Yes. Make sure you guys down in the comments, comment below, tell us what match you thought was your standout match and what you rated. Because I think they all were 10. Just saying. That's just me. But
Gonna be people that are gonna be in the comments like, "You're bugging." Is an 8 or a 7. I'm telling you right
well,
now.
they could comment below and have a
Like this
dispute.
video if you think it's less than a 10.
He's stupid. Well, they could comment below if they think I'm wrong. So whatever, they could have an talk to me about it. Anyway, make sure you do like, subscribe, and comment. About what you thought was your standout match in NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver. And make sure you I don't know where the platforms are going to be. Probably here or down here or right there. Where are the platforms?
All the platforms.
All the platforms. We're on all the platforms. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And this is night one. Night two's tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Anything else?
Bye.
Okay, bye.